Get a move on if you know what's good for you.
I'm going as fast as I can.
Get out of the way, old man.
See, I think his life is great. See, I dig it, man. Don't bring me down, man. Don't bring me down. I met this shit the other day. And then to me, she said she's straight. I got this like a feeling. And then we had a little rain. And then I beat her on the ground. My head is spinning round. Don't bring me down. Don't bring me
Stop moving! I'm a doctor. Call an ambulance. Does anyone know what happened? Hit by a car. One at a time. He's got hit by a car.
Mike, you shouldn't have.
You're right, I didn't.
I'm starving. Could do with a bit of tidy.
You don't say.
We ought to start thinking about getting a housekeeper.
Better idea. Why don't you start pulling your weight?
Come on, Mike. Life's too short to start worrying about a few measly crumbs on the carpet.
Crumbs? No, crumbs I can deal with. Last night's beans on toast, now that's pushing it. Aidensfield Police. Right, Sarge. I'm on my way.
Yeah, baby! Come on, baby! I'm a road runner, baby! Can't keep up with me!
I can't imagine it.
Imagine what?
Mr. Vernon working in a chip shop.
What on earth give you that idea?
Why, just before he left this morning, he kept going on about the fish to fry in Whitby.
David, he was speaking metaphorically.
What's that then?
It's what Mr. Vernon does when Mr. Vernon doesn't want anybody to know what Mr. Vernon's doing. Hey up. Looks like someone's in a spot of bother.
Oh, thank you very much, Doctor. Lucky you were here.
Well, let's hope he's okay.
Indeed. Excuse me.
Yes, I did.
His name's Charlie Draper.
Charlie Draper, that's right.
How's the right, Sarge?
Oh, he's barely conscious, but he'll live, thanks to Dr. Somerby.
Mr. Reynolds says he recognises him. His name is Charlie Draper.
That's right.
What about the getaway vehicle?
Oh, sorry, didn't see that.
It was a beige, Austin 1100.
One of those was stolen from Crowther Street yesterday. Did you recognise anything else? Anything at all?
I don't see what difference it makes. Ask Charlie Draper, he's the one with answers.
Rest assured, Mr. Reynolds, we'll be talking to Charlie Draper soon enough. Thank you.
Is this bloke famous?
What do I know? This is Addis.
It's Addit.
Addit? What do you mean, Addit? Oh, come on, lads, we can't give up yet.
Water pump's Addit. It'll need replacing.
Where am I going to find that sort of help out here? This place makes Snowdonia look lively.
Oh, well, Mr. Scripps, he runs a garage down the road away.
A garage? Why the devil didn't you say?
He didn't ask.
They've just wheeled him down from X-ray.
How long before we can talk to him?
Not at the moment, I'm afraid. He's undergoing treatment. He sustained a nasty head wound and several breakages. He could be here for a while.
Look, Tricia, all we need is a minute.
Sorry, Mike, this one's out of my hands.
Right, I want Draper watched round the clock. Get Bellamy here pronto and tell him to stay here until instructed otherwise.
Right, Sarge.
Doctor?
and Alfred go in the back.
Oh, dear Lord.
Aidensfield Arms, they should be able to put you up. I'll go and get the pickup, fetch your car.
I'll collect it tomorrow then. Oh, thank you, David. Sorry, I haven't got any loose change.
Oh, Mrs. Sanders?
Yes.
Could I trouble you for an autograph? Just I've not met anybody famous before.
Well, it's been a while since anybody's asked me that. Yes, of course.
Go away, Alfred.
I am W-O-O-O.
Ben.
And I'm still...
David, you see.
Oh, sorry, you were closed.
Good job.
Oh, I'm getting a bit too old for this, Jean. I don't believe it.
I'll take it you two know each other.
Well, not quite, but I certainly know Mr. Sanders. Gina, meet Vinnie Sanders, one of the finest batsmen ever to grace Headingley.
Hiya.
Hello.
What brings you to Aidensfield?
Car trouble. The bloke at the garage said you'd rooms to rent. Also mentioned you do the best pub grub this side of North Ridings.
Sorry, lunch is finished at 2.
Oh, I think we can make an exception just this once, Gina.
OK. Why not? You know where the kitchen is. Some of us got shopping to do.
Well, well, well. Vinnie Sanders.
Trouble. Henry's Haulage Yard. Gallons of diesel gone missing.
Oh, anything doing at the hospital?
Not so far.
Either of you managed to dig up any dirt on Draper?
Oh, plenty, Sarge. I knew the name rang a bell somewhere. We've had run-ins with Mr. Draper in the past, mainly in connection with car theft.
Oh, go on.
Well, he was orphaned at 14, spent the rest of his teens in foster homes. That's where he met his partner in crime, Jack Weatherby.
Jack Weatherby.
Yes, a right pair of villains, the two of them. They both served time for stealing a bread van. It ended up being driven through some poor old widow's garden fence.
Good work, Ventress. We better go and have a word with this Jack Weatherby.
Right.
How was work?
Don't ask.
Oh, Jack, how'd you afford those?
No, I didn't. I nicked him from graveyard. I'm sorry I didn't make it home for dinner.
Where were you?
Overtime.
Every little helps, I suppose.
Oh, not another bill.
Last reminder.
Is it any wonder what folks will turn to these days just to make ends meet?
What are you going on about?
Something I heard on wireless. That jeweller's in Ashford got burgled.
Mr. Reynolds' place?
Oh, that's the one. Awful, isn't it? I mean, someone somewhere's filthy rich. And for what? 5 minutes' work?
What do you mean, cricket match?
Well, I've been in touch with the Saracen's Head. The landlord's just as keen there.
Next thing you'll be asking me to serve the punters champagne and strawberries.
That's the wrong sport, Gina.
Whatever. I still think you're mad.
Well, it's not every day a sporting legend turns up on your own doorstep, is it? I can see it now. Vinnie Sanders, legend of days gone by, coming back out of retirement for one last game to lead the Aidensfield Arms to their biggest triumph so far.
So I take it you've had the royal seal of approval?
The what?
Vinnie.
Well, I'm working on it.
Mr. Weatherby?
Yeah?
Sergeant Craddock, Ashford Police. This is Constable Bradley. Could we have a word, please, sir?
Charlie Draper? Well, I knew he had a screw loose, but... robbery? How do you know it were him?
Unfortunately for us, Mr. Draper didn't stop and spare a thought for his curb drill during his hasty departure.
Is he...
battered and bruised, yes. A few days in Ashford Hospital, soon be on his feet again.
So what's all this got to do with me?
Could you tell us where you were at around 12:30 this afternoon?
He was at work.
I think your husband can answer that.
I was at work.
Where was that?
Well, whoever needs an extension or patio building, I'm a lackey.
He's a builder's labourer.
Were you at work all day?
Yeah.
Even worked through a dinner hour today, didn't you, Jack?
Oh?
Usually nip home for my dinner, but we had a job to finish off.
I see.
Look, am I being accused of something here, or what?
No one's accusing you of anything. Just exploring a few avenues. After all, it's not long since you and Mr. Draper had quite a formidable partnership going.
Yeah. Well, I put all that behind me. I've got family to think about now.
Hey, Vinny.
They never used to bother me. Came with the territory, I suppose, when they start tearing into your private life.
Yeah, I seem to remember you took a fair old pasting from the press. Maybe this is the chance to put the record straight.
Mud sticks, Oscar. So long as they keep their distance, we'll get along fine.
No. On me. On the house. Personal thanks. Summer 1958, you took Lancashire apart. Single-handedly on their own patch.
I'll drink to that.
104 you were.
104, not out.
Not out.
That's right.
And 5 wickets?
For 42.
For 42. It's a great day. And what about that diving catch?
Well, there was one diving catch at second slip and one tumbling backwards on the boundary.
Yep, Oscar's definitely got a twinkle in his eye.
I've never seen him so starstruck.
What is it with men and cricket?
I do remember
Search
that.
me, but I'd rather watch grass grow.
Well, let me know. I'll bring a bottle of red. We can make an evening of it.
Hiya, Mike. The usual, is it?
Oh, yes, please, Gina. Thanks. Can I get you anything, Tricia?
No, thanks, I'm fine.
Johnny seems to be settling in well.
Yeah, really well, thanks. It's nice to have someone else around the place.
Yeah, I wish I could say the same about Tom, but, well, the house looks like a bomb site at the moment.
Well, nothing that a good kick up the backside wouldn't solve.
Well, I'd settle for a crash course in washing up, actually, Oscar.
So you heard the news then, Mike? Oscar's organising a cricket match.
Gina, keep your voice down. I've not announced it officially yet.
What he means is he hasn't asked his worship over there.
That is the great Slogger Sanders.
Oh, he's out like a light in there, Doctor. Lucky for some, eh?
Did I hear the phone?
The hospital.
Aren't you meant to be on night watch?
I forgot to set the alarm.
So who's there now?
Phil.
Oh, you didn't leave him there all night, did you?
A mincemeat, Mike.
Wouldn't want to be in his shoes.
In whose shoes, Ventris?
Nobody you'd know, Sarge.
Then why is it being discussed here and now? And where's Bellamy?
He's probably gone to...
Bernie's garage, Sarge. Getting a tyre fixed. He just called to say he had a puncture.
Oh, well, as long as he's not all day about it. It's time we had another word with Charlie Draper. And this time I will not take no for an answer.
Right. I'm nipping into York to fetch a water pump for the Thunderbird. I shouldn't be long.
Yeah. Well, you take your time, Mr. Scripps. Well, I could run this place with both eyes shut.
Robbery? What robbery? You may have taken a knock, Mr. Draper, but you're fooling nobody here.
It's me head, see. Every time I try and remember, it's like a thick fog washes over me.
Then I suggest you try harder.
Well, I can't even remember what I had for breakfast, let alone how I ended up here.
Does the name Jack Weatherby mean anything to you?
Weatherby? Nah.
Look, what are you trying to achieve? You're already facing a long prison sentence. You will only make matters worse if you refuse to cooperate.
Well, what's an extra couple of years? I mean, if I did commit this terrible crime, like you say, What's to say my share won't be waiting for me when I'm breathing fresh air again?
I wouldn't count on it, Mr. Draper. From what I gather, your so-called accomplice wasn't so considerate.
Meaning?
According to eyewitnesses, he was out of there like greased lightning.
Whatever.
He couldn't have cared less about his partner lying on the road. Why should he? Double his riches.
You're lying.
You don't seem so sure, do you, Mr. Draper? No two ways about it, Sarge. He's lying.
So what now? Should I stay?
No, you go and get some rest. Get on to Bellamy, will you? He can take the next shift.
No. I mean, I don't mind. We need a full complement, what with the robbery. May as well stay, seeing as I'm here.
Well, if you're sure you're up to it, Nicholson.
Fighting fit, Sarge.
Well, that's a commendable attitude. Make an officer of you yet. Bradley, get on to Weatherby's building site, will you? Make sure that a site manager can vouch for Weatherby at the time of the robbery.
Right, Sarge.
Hello? Mr. Scripps? Oh, no, he's not here.
Delivery for Scripps.
Never said. What is it?
Fuel.
Well, should you really be a...
Pal, I can't hang around all day. Where do you want it?
I don't know.
It'll have to do here then.
Now, Mrs. Weatherby said her husband left at the usual time this morning.
But you say that nobody saw him at the building site since yesterday morning?
That's right. He left work around lunchtime, claimed he was feeling a bit under the weather. Something's not right, Alf. I'm going to go and look for him.
I'll let Craddock know.
Oh, and Alf, you'd better call Phil and wake him up before Craddock realises what's going on. Over and out.
Roger.
You should let Oscar do that.
You must be joking. He's too busy dragging his lordship round the golf course.
Not exactly kicking and screaming, I suspect.
Vinny mentions golf. The next thing, Oscar's outside loading up the car.
Well, hang in there. It could be worth it if Vinny agrees to play in this match Oscar's planning. It is for charity, after all.
Charity? Well, I tell you what, I'll donate a week's takings myself for a bit of peace and quiet.
See you later.
Ta-ra.
Wasting police time is a serious matter.
That's why I'm here, to set the record straight.
So, where were you yesterday afternoon?
Working, like I said.
Not at the building site. I checked.
In Denby. Working for a bloke called Dunstan, an ex-con. A bully who used to throw his weight around inside.
Go on.
Dunstan used to run a tuck shop. Smuggle goods in to flog to inmates. Drugs, cigarettes, whiskey. I made the mistake of buying a packet of fags. No one said out about subscription fee or obligation to buy.
How do you pay for these goods?
I didn't. Dunstan kept a slate.
How much do you owe to this brute, Dunstan?
About
200.
Pretend you're happy when you're blue. It isn't very hard to do. And you will find happiness without an end if you pretend. Remember, anyone can dream, and nothing's bad as it may seem. The little things you haven't got could be a lot if you pretend. You'll find the love.
Hello again. What was the doctor doing here?
Doctor?
Yeah, the fella who's just left.
That wasn't a doctor.
Yeah, well, how come he was on duty at the hospital?
When?
Last night.
Are you positive?
Yeah. I'd bet your bike on it.
And if you sing this melody,
Alfred,
you'll be pretending just like me. Although it's mine, it can be yours, my friend. So why don't you pretend?
No, Oscar, I'm sorry. As much as I'd like to help, I don't plan on sticking around.
Oh, prior engagement, I take it.
Something like that.
Was that business or pleasure?
Let's call it a sort of holiday.
Oh, anywhere I'd know.
I'll let you know when I get there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound...
No, it's okay. It's just I didn't think I'd end up in the back of beyond along the way.
Not to mention interfering country yokels, eh?
No offence.
None taken.
This isn't quite working out as you planned, is it, Oscar?
No, not really.
So, this cricket match you're organising, for charity, you say?
Well, I just thought with you on board it would guarantee a decent purse for the children's home.
Well, you're persistent, I'll give you that.
Does that mean yes?
If that's what it takes to shut you up. Now, watch and learn.
You've really played us for fools, haven't you?
No.
Then explain what you were doing impersonating a doctor at Ashford Hospital.
You must have me mixed up.
Bellamy?
It's him, all right, Sarge.
I already told you what I was doing yesterday. I gave you a number.
Oh, yes, Mr. Dunstan. He's a real pillar of the community, isn't he? In prison for embezzlement, amongst other things. How can I be sure this wheeler dealer isn't in on it?
Armed robbery's not his style.
Maybe, but he'd need somewhere to hide the stolen jewellery.
I'm tiring of your games, Mr. Weatherby. Are you hiding the loot in Dunstan's club?
No! How many more times? I didn't do it!
Come in.
Sarge, we've just had a call. A couple of ramblers have found an abandoned Austin 1100 in the woods off the Whitby Road. The registration matches the car that was stolen in Ashfordley the other day.
Bellamy, go with Ventures. Tell Bradley to get on to forensics straight away.
Sarge.
Everything all right, Mr. Weatherby? It's a wonderful thing, forensic science, isn't it?
Think about it, Jack. Something doesn't quite add up. First of all, you lie about where you were at the time of the robbery, and then you switch alibis, on top of which you were seen at the hospital. I've called the hospital. 2 nurses confirmed PC Bellamy's statement. They also noticed an unfamiliar doctor hanging around. A man fitting your description. So you see, from where I'm sitting, the odds are stacked against you.
You enjoy your picnic, Mr. Mrs. Feathurst? Not the usual, Mr. Ventris. No petrol.
Thanks, David. Oh, that's a bit flash, isn't it?
The best part of the morning to find parts for it. What can I do for you, Alf?
Well, we're just passing. Thought we'd have a word.
What about?
Well, we've had a report that fuel's gone missing from Hendry's oil depot. You haven't heard of any going the rounds?
Can't say as I have, Alf.
Oh. Well, we'd appreciate it if you keep your ear to the ground.
Yeah, I will do, yeah.
I think it arrived this morning.
What did?
You know, that Mr. Ventures was talking about.
You've lost me, David.
Did you order a load of petrol?
Delivery's not due till the week next Monday.
Yeah, well, that's what I said, but the driver, he said that he said that you were expecting it. Fuel delivery for Mr. Scripps, he said.
Vernon.
There you are, Mr. Draper.
Any chance of a bed bath?
Behave.
Maybe later then. Beats prison slobs.
Pipe down, Draper.
When he comes back for his money, you can tell him to take this lot back where it came from.
Well, I can't.
Why not?
Well, they're empty.
Empty? What have you done with it all?
Oh, I'll put it with the rest of the petrol, like a proper delivery bloke.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Well, it's not a car.
You're driving the thing.
What am I to do? I'm in the middle of nowhere, getting nowhere with you. Where am I playing? In the middle of nowhere, where are the dreams I play? In the middle of nowhere.
Scripps garage. Alf. Broken down where? No, I'll be as quick as I can. Oh, and Alf, about this stolen fuel, you didn't mention what it was. Diesel, you say? Right.
This had better be good, Mr. Weatherby.
What I told you before about Dunstan. It's true. I just want him off my back. Whatever it takes. A few days ago, Draper made me an offer. Easy money.
Oh, that's what it was to you, was it? Easy money?
Yeah. I mean, no. Not what you're thinking, not the robbery.
Then what?
The car.
Car?
The Austin.
What about it?
I stole it.
Knowing full well Draper's intention?
No! I swear! I didn't know about the robbery. He told me. Quick spray and sell, he said. Split 2 ways, easy money.
Why would Draper need you to steal a car, whatever the purpose?
Trouble getting a lawnmower going.
It still doesn't explain what you were doing at the hospital.
When I heard about the robbery, I didn't want Draper dragging me down. Look, it's the truth. I know I'm no saint, but I draw the line at armed robbery.
Well, unfortunately, Mr. Weatherby, I draw the line a good deal before that.
Good link you are, Fred.
Come on, baby, let the good times roll. Come on, baby, let me thrill your soul. Come on, baby, let the good times roll. Roll on that long. Oh, baby, feel so good when you're home. Come on, baby, rock me all night long. Come on, baby, let's close the door.
Very good. Very good. What's your
Let's
name?
rock some more. Come on, baby, let the good times roll. Roll all night long.
Seriously, Snathers, we get this sorted in no time.
Come on, baby, let's close the door. Come on, honey, let's rock some more. Come on, baby, let the good times roll. Roll all night long. Oh, baby, feel so good when you're home. Come
think that's the last of it, Mr. Scripps.
Right, I'll get the carburettor sorted out. You can get this refueled.
Yes, Tom, stranded. Well, in the middle of nowhere. Yes, both of them. Well, it's out of my hands. Well, you'll just have to sit tight, won't you?
Well, we may have netted ourselves a car thief, Bradley, but we're back to square one as far as the robbery is concerned. I suggest we have another word with Charlie Draper.
Well, you may be flogging a dead horse there, Sarge. That was Tom on the phone. Draper's gone in for more tests.
Right, well, let's work with what we know about Draper.
Well, local, lived here all his life, from what I can gather, apart from a stint inside.
All right. Get onto police records, check all prisoner files dating back to Draper's term in custody. Put all known robbers to one side. Right, Sarge.
Here we go, here we go. Who remembers me in this?
Oh,
hey,
God.
That one. And the willow. Look at that. Hey, wonderful. Knock on wood. Look at the oil. Look at the preservation of that.
I thought you'd be used to seeing yourself in the papers by now.
Oh, sorry, Gina, I was miles away. I was reading about this robbery business. It says here a doctor managed to revive one of the robbers.
Hey, and not just any doctor. Our own Dr. Summerby. She was in here yesterday, remember?
Come on, what harm will it do? I'm bored out of my brains in here. I might have some information about a certain jeweller. Too late, gone again.
I've had just about enough of this.
Go on, Constable. Just a quick look, that's all I'm asking. I've never been in the papers before. You never know what I might remember.
2 minutes.
Right. Well, that's me then. Here. You can add that lot to your robbery file.
Thanks.
You going to this meeting?
Oh, you go on ahead of me.
Pity Scatterbrain can't make it, isn't it? Do you know, if I had my way, he'd be stuck in that hospital all weekend. Which is no more than he deserves. Look at it this way. At least you wouldn't have him stuck under your feet at the house, eh? Right then. I'm off to the pub.
Well, all that remains is for me to thank each and every one of you for coming here at such short notice. Extended gratitude to Vinnie Sanders. And let's make tomorrow a day to remember, not least for putting one over the Saracen's head. Cheers! Yes, well, I thought they went quite well, considering.
Yeah, well, apart from misery guts over there, he's hardly said a word all evening.
That is what they call the calm before the storm. It's all part and parcel of the sportsman's psyche.
Right, well, I don't know about you, Oscar, but those fairways got the better of me. I'm beat.
Well, can't I tempt you to a nightcap?
Oh, no, I know my limit the night before a big game. Be it the Ashes or a casual knock on the village green. Night all.
Yeah, night, Vinnie. Sleep well, see you tomorrow.
You keep it straight.
Night, Vinnie.
See you tomorrow.
Hiya, Mike. What can I get you?
Oh, just half. Well, I got you one in an hour ago.
Oh, sorry, Phil, I lost track. Is Vinnie here?
You just missed him.
Aye, and the meeting. This could have a bearing on my selection for tomorrow.
Right. Has he gone somewhere?
Yeah, bed.
Bit early, isn't it?
What do you want with Vinnie, anyway?
Bah, it doesn't matter. You'll have to wait. Cheers. Aidensfield Police. Escaped? Tom, you idiot!
One minute he was there and the next...
Listen, you better get your story straight, double quick, before he turns up, because if...
Sarge, I know what you must be thinking.
Not now, Nicholson. I will deal with you later. How long?
But it couldn't be more than 20 minutes. I only went for
Right, Bradley, you know the drill. Roadblocks on all roads out of Ashfordley. Division of dispatching officers as we speak.
Sarge.
You couldn't have got very far in his state, Sarge.
Well, I hope so, Nicholson, for your sake.
There's something else you ought to know, Sarge, about the prison checks I ran. Vinnie Sanders spent 3 months inside for tax evasion.
What?
Draper and Sanders were practically neighbours for the full duration. Actually, the more I think about it, the more it makes sense. Sanders turning up after the robbery. The motive?
Motive?
Bankruptcy. The Inland Revenue stung Sanders for undeclared earnings. Oscar Blaketon said the press had a field day.
I'll attend to you later.
There's a fella roaming round the street. I think most of all I'd like to meet. I must consider him a clever lad, making like a young cigar ad. Everywhere I go I think he's big. The autographs, the balls around the sea.
Still, will you?
My arm's aching. I need a rest.
That's a good idea, David. Why don't you book yourself a holiday?
I mean, like a week in Scarborough.
Oh, thinking more along the lines of Kuala Lumpur, one way.
Vinny.
Oscar. Couldn't sleep. I thought a spin might clear my head.
A permanent one by the looks of things.
Off on your jolls without us, Vinny. What's the matter? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Oh, just thinking how much you've shrunk in the wash.
Will somebody please tell me what's going on?
Vinny here's not quite the gentleman everyone thinks. Isn't that right?
Shut it, Draper. Get in the car.
Temper, temper.
There'll be swarms of coppers looking for you everywhere, and then we'll talk about this elsewhere.
What, so you can finish me off once and for all? Dump me at the roadside like before?
Right, that's it. I'm calling the police.
Oscar, wait! What could I do? You weren't breathing. I thought you were dead.
How convenient.
Well, if you really believe that, why didn't you shot me in the first place?
And let the coppers get their mitts on my share? I planned on catching up with you sooner or later. Now I want what I'm owed.
I'm warning you, Draper. You back off.
Come on, Mike, pick up.
What's all the racket?
Well, get out of Bellamy and tell him all hell is about to break loose outside.
Outside?
Yes.
What's going on?
I told you, Draper, back off! Oh, we'll play with fire!
On his way. You gotta tell me what's going on.
I'm going after Vinny.
Vinny? Why? What's he done?
I'll tell you later.
Who's that?
That's Charlie Draper.
The robber?
Look, when Bellamy gets here, tell him that Vinny is heading up Moorcroft Lane. And get hold of Dr. Summerby.
Is that the lot?
Apart from Vinny's, I'll have to wait till first thing. Turn around. Follow him.
get you to hospitals.
Am I glad you're here?
Oh, what's happened?
Oscar's gone after Vinny.
Well, how long ago?
A few minutes, maybe. Moorcroft Lane.
Right. I'll radio Mike. Tom, you stay here.
Slippery little so-and-so, aren't we, eh?
Oh, me ribs.
You're far too generous, Oscar. First the roof, and now my ticket out of here.
Come on, Vinny, give in. Police aren't far behind me.
Well, then you'll understand if I take your car keys.
You're going nowhere.
Oh, come on, Oscar, it's nothing personal. I never wanted it to end like this. No hard feelings.
Just tell me one thing. Why?
I got bored opening supermarkets. Oh, I see. Is this the part where I invent some pathetic, hard-luck sob story about being taken to the cleaners?
That gives you the right to steal, does it?
All's fair in business and war.
I just don't understand. You had everything. Money, fame, success. Idolised by so many. Wasn't that enough for you?
Success comes with trimmings. Fast cars, fancy women. Things which, I'm afraid, I've grown attached to. Now, look, I'd love to stand and talk all night, but I need those keys.
Not on your life.
Oscar, you stupid man!
And here comes the cavalry. Better late than never.
My sentiments exactly.
Flipping heck. Lucky we were out so late.
You're growing older each day. You want to think of your future,
Could you get him a copy, sir?
or you might wind up in jail. Then you will suffer. Rudy, a message to Rudy.
Well, I didn't see this coming.
Well, seems that Vinny Sanders had a lot of us fooled.
Yeah. One thing still puzzles me. Vinny's car should have left me for dust.
Well, that's down to one man's handiwork. Our accidental hero.
What, David?
Thanks, Bernie. We'll be there. Bernie Scripps. The diesel culprit's going to the garage at 1 o'clock to get paid.
Or so he reckons.
Are you off?
Aye,
Oh, very nice.
Hey, what have you come as?
What do you mean?
Well, no one's told you then.
Tell me what?
The cricket match. It's off. So, we thought we'd have a whip round for the children's home.
Yeah, 17 across. Railway beam in 7. Any ideas?
Oh, a sleeper?
Oh, yeah, a sleeper. Hadn't thought of that.
Is he in?
Yes, and in a right stinker and all.
As you mentioned, last night.
Ooh, touchy subject.
You won't say anything. Well, I think he might go easy on me if he thinks I was at the toilet when Draper did his run.
Our lids are sealed.
Nicholson, my office, if you would.
That's it then.
I didn't think it'd be that harsh.
Somebody had to go in the end. Hey, come on. Could be worse.
Worse? What's worse than a whole week?
2 weeks?
Skates on, Nicholson. Don't want to be late on your first day.
Yes, Sergeant.
Nicholson. Aren't you forgetting something?
If you gotta make a fool of somebody, if you gotta make a fool of someone, dear, you really can hurt me. I'm the one that worries about you.